miss that, Jane? Oh, you've got that open? No, actually place the bids with me over the phone. Yep, they will be shown. They will be shown on the screen, but we'll have all communications going here right at the front. I have, yep. Obviously we're playing on the unconditional terms, but
Well, very good evening and welcome to another Ray White Canberra live stream auction. This evening we are off to the delightful precinct, the Campbell 5. Of course, such a popular complex over the recent years, and for good reason too. Not only is it all about the proximity to location, but it's also the quality of build, and arguably what we have on offer here tonight is one of the very best two-bedroom offerings you could possibly look for. My name is Alec Brown. On behalf of our selling agents, Mr. Troy Reddick and Vince Panieri, and the entire team of Ray White Canberra, I begin by first of all thanking our sellers for the very clear, concise instructions. It's good to have you all tuning in via the live stream, and to the interested buyers amongst you on the phone watching the stream, I do wish you the very best with your bidding. Now, of course, right throughout the entire marketing campaign, both Troy and Vince, they have been ably assisting you, giving you that confidence in order to bid without reservation here today, knowing full well what you are securing here is an idyllic piece of real estate. They've handed out that contract of sale. It will be the centrepiece for today's proceedings. Of course, formally auctioning what is declared as the unexpired term of the lease for Unit 116 in Unit Plan 4596, Block 1, Section 132 in the Division of Campbell. Of course, you and I, we better know as Apartment 511 of 21 Provan Street in Campbell. Of course, the Coburn complex of which it is so popular. The prescribed terms within that contract, they are very straightforward, very simple, very easy to understand. It's a cash and unconditional sale. There are no listed restrictions on the transfer of the title. We offer the property vacant possession, but there being no illusions regarding the inclusions. What you see noted on that contract is indeed what you get. GST is, of course, not applicable to the price you pay. Settlement, well, that's been nominated to occur in 45 days' time, and a 5% deposit will be required to secure your purchase immediately at the conclusion of the auction. Our formalities are, of course, governed by the ACT terms and conditions of auction that have been widely distributed ahead of time. However, I will highlight a few of the more pertinent points. I'm the only one authorised to place any kind of bid or offer on behalf of the seller. Certainly not my preference to interfere and get in the way, but if I am in that position where we will proceed with a vendor bid, it's exactly how I will nominate it, nice and clearly for you. I can only do it once and only at a level below the reserve price. Participating in tonight's auction, of course, you would have had to have pre-registered, and I will note that all documentation and authority to do so over the phone has been cited and approved. I can decide the amounts, the increments by which the bidding advances. Also may choose to refuse any bid. In the very unlikely event of a dispute or discrepancy, my role will be to adjudicate. I'll be the sole arbiter. My decision will be final. Now, providing we're above the exceptionally realistic reserve price that has been set at the strike of the gavel and the very clear declaration of it being sold. Well, look, that is the good news for you, our lucky purchaser. The obligation to you will be to complete the contract as well as pay the nominated deposit. No further bids, no late offers can be entertained, however, once that declaration has been made. So, to ensure your success, quite simply, I recommend that you bid. Then, of course, make sure you're my highest bidder, and providing we're above that reserve price, you will be the buyer. The balance of any other terms or conditions I take as being read and understood. Well, certainly just a few years ago, the excitement that built around the C5 precinct was resonated right across Canberra, and for good reason too. It's a unique opportunity to secure a wonderful contemporary lifestyle in a much coveted location, a quiet, sleepy suburb of Campbell, but of course, just on the doorstep of the CBD or right next to the Russell Precinct, and of course nestled by the edge of the lake. And what we've got here on offer in apartment 511 of the Coburn complex is something quite unique indeed. A glorious 2-bedroom apartment of sprawling proportions, 101 square metres of living plus an additional 29 square metres of balcony. Now what's also so impressive is that is only one of 5 in the complex there that offers the dual balconies, front and back. The wonderful northerly aspect overlooking the park and Mount Ainslie, and of course towards the south over the lake and the Parliamentary Triangle. A gorgeous position there on the 5th floor, giving you, I guess, that ability to move in comfortably with the lift access there, no stairs to go from the ground floor to your apartment. It's easy care living indeed. Superbly presented inside. This is really affording a lifestyle of simple relaxation and luxury. You've got the benefit of the eateries downstairs, that short stroll into the city or the CAMPBELL shops in either direction, or of course down onto the lake for that morning stroll with everything at your doorstep. I can certainly see why it has been so popular, not just across the campaign with the inspections that we've had, but for the residents who do call this home. It is a glorious inner city sanctum. I call for your interest, your bids. Who'd like to start me away with an opening offer? Where do we see it start?
$670,000, Alex.
$670,000, a precise move, not enough to buy it, but certainly enough to register your interest, and I do thank you for the bid. Bidder number 1 at $670,000 now, and we're away at $670 the call. I would have thought $700 would be the increment we search for now. It's just $30,000 more, and for the lifestyle on hand, I would have thought it's worth that and a lot more, but at $670,000 we are bid and offered. As I mentioned to you, a wonderful floor plan, excellent open plan living spaces, oak flooring right throughout that living space, and of course the gorgeous northerly light that just streams through those windows there. An energy efficiency rating of 6 stars. Meaning it is comfortable, year in, year out. You can while away the days, the hours, all soaking up the ambience of the views on offer. Never to be builds out, of course, that northerly outlook as well. $670,000 is our bid. Troy on the phone now, working hard between our interested buyers and seller alike. At $670 is the call. My suggestion, as I said to you before, is maybe we square the ledger. We bring it up to $700 from here, but at $670 is the bid. If you're just tuning in, you're not too late. We're here at 511 of 21 Provan Street in CAMPBELL. A glorious 2-bedroom apartment in the much revered Coburn complex. It of course features the Scandinavian influenced architecture, beautiful design, excellent proportions throughout, and of course it's the finer details in an apartment like this. You look towards the wet areas, the underfloor heating, the heated towel rail, the glorious proportions, 670 just through there. Understood, Troy? Just needing another moment as we consider our position, consider the next move. Again, I put it out to you, it would be worth $7 and a lot more in a market like this, but at $670,000, current bid and offer. Of course, the balcony access from both bedrooms gives it that versatility, the flexibility. The wonderful open plan arrangement means you can entertain with absolute ease. Quality contemporary kitchen with waterfall stone benches, excellent appliances, and the integrated dishwasher and microwave combination as well. It really is a spare no expense design, a spare no expense lifestyle. You simply secure everything on offer here and now at $670,000. I'll call it through then. First time at $670. Now is the time to step forward. Give us your best, give us your brightest offer. We'll see what we can do to make it work. It goes twice at $670. You'll need to know, are you willing to walk away from a lifestyle like this? So coveted, so revered at $670 for the third and final time. Buy as quickly now. This is it. Any further advances now? Got you, Troy, understood. We just have a quick moment now whilst we consider our positions right now at $670,000. Certainly not a level we'd be willing to let this one go, and why would you with a lifestyle like this on offer? $670 is the bid. Okay. My recommendation is to go straight to 7 as the next increment in our journey towards home ownership. And when you think about it here, you could be whiling away the years 10, 20, 30 years in a position like this, and just imagine with those glorious northerly outlook there, it's going to be something to behold year in and year out. Everything ready to go. The wonderful area pretty much fully developed now with the exception of a couple. Bear with us, folks. I'm just going to hit the pause music for just a second, have a quick chat, see where we're up to with the proceedings. 670 is our bid. Bidder number 1 holds it at the moment. Bear with me whilst I just confirm my instructions. Thanks folks, I do appreciate your patience here. We're going to need a little bit more time for consideration for the negotiations to continue. $670,000, it's with bidder number 1 at the moment. In the absence of any further bid, I will pass the property in, but I'll call it away 3 times to give you that chance, that opportunity to buy the box seat, to at least negotiate in an exclusive environment with our seller. Otherwise, that benefit is there with bidder number 1, but I will note there is conditional interest in the property, so my suggestion is make yourself known now. But at $670,000 for further discussions, we'll park the property for the first time. Do we see an advance on that now? As I suggested, $700,000 is what I look for to at least get us closer to where you'll need to be. It goes twice. At $670,000, third and final call. Are we certain? Well, look, the negotiations, indeed, they go behind closed doors. Bidder number 1, I wish you the very best of luck with your endeavours. That said, if you have any further questions, if you've got queries about the property, both Troy and Vince would be delighted to help see what we can do here. At $670,000, we will negotiate further here for apartment 511 of 21 Provan Street in Campbell. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back here at 6 o'clock with the last auction of the day. As I say, if we can help out further, please let us know. Otherwise, we will see you soon. Thanks for tuning in.